Quad Cities is nearing the end of a 4-game homestand against the Peoria Chiefs, leading the series 2-1 after a 7-3 win last night. Every single River Bandit reached base at least once, with 8 out of the 9 Bandits recording a hit. The River Bandits will be hosting a series of games at Modern Woodmen Park for their 2nd time this season, while the Cougars will be heading to the Quad Cities for their 2nd road trip of the season. The Patriots, with the last and 32nd overall pick in the 1st round, selected defensive tackle Malcolm Brown. In the AHL's Western Conference playoff race, the Stars currently sit in 3rd place. Round Rock Express fans should expect to see Josh Hamilton sometime this month before he joins the Texas Rangers. Since joining the Astros organization, Tommy has moved from a starting pitcher to coming out of the pen for the River Bandits. His transition has been smooth to this point, posting a 0.79 ERA through 11 1/3 innings of work. Before tonight's game, they only led Troy in the Sun Belt Conference by half a game. Taylor Smith down here with Dexter McCall after a heartbreaking 5-6 Bandits loss. However, McCall, you went 2 for 4 today and you scored the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th inning. Can you talk about that play at the plate? Second at bat of the game, first professional home run. What'd you think? And in the bottom of the 4th, Quad City's looking to cut into the Chiefs' 2-0 lead when Keach Ballard doubles off the right center wall, scoring Connor Gettert from second base. The very next batter of the game, Christian Correa, hits the ball deep to left field, and it clears the fences for a 2-run home run, giving the Bandits the 3-2 lead. This was Correa's first professional home run since signing with the Astros last June. With the Astros owning one of the top farm systems in Major League Baseball, the River Bandits roster features 3 top prospects. Kyle Tucker, who was drafted 5th overall in last year's draft, Daz Cameron, who was drafted 37th in the supplemental 1st round of last year's draft, and Albert Abreu, who the Astros signed in 2013 out of the Dominican Republic. There's always a special relationship between a pitcher and a catcher, but for Ralph Garza and Anthony Hermelin, there's a special bond that goes beyond the playing field. The two played together at the University of Oklahoma and were pleasantly surprised to both be drafted by the Houston Astros in 2015.
Room together in spring training, we room together here, we room together on the road. We've known each other since before college.
Not that excited. I mean, I didn't like it. No, I'm just kidding. Actually pretty excited. Not many people can actually get drafted and play on the same team as the guys you did in college. Having a catcher, the other parts of the batter, you know, is just even better.
It's just like a home away from home, just being able to have that comfort level with somebody with you.
Having that comfort level allows the two of them to be honest with each other. When Garza doesn't have his normal command, Hermelin doesn't hold anything back.
I mean, he's pretty blunt. If like my stuff's not usually what it is, he tells me straight up. He doesn't beat around the bush, so it's good to have that.
As the catcher, Hermelin says he enjoys being able to pick Garza's brain. He says it's a luxury that's helped him transition from college to professional baseball.
Just being able to talk to him, being in a different position than I am, being a pitcher, you know, you could definitely just look for him and ask questions and try kind of get insight on how a pitcher thinks about certain situations.
In between the white lines, this longtime friendship has helped the battery read hitters the same way, meaning Garza rarely has to shake Hermelin off.
Yeah, in certain situations, I kind of know what Ralph's thinking, and we kind of think along the same page in certain situations. Kind of read the hitters and go what we're feeling that day.
Since entering the Astros organization, Hermelin and Garza have played every level together to this point, starting in Tri-Cities last season before being placed in Quad Cities this year. And if that continues, they could find themselves playing catch on the game's biggest stage, Minute Maid Park. For RiverBandits.com, I'm Taylor Smith. Last year, not a single Longhorn heard their name during the NFL draft. This year, Longhorns hope to change that.
You know, I think it was a good day. I think came out, showed my footwork. You know, I always think I have some of the best feet, you know, of any corners.
Quandre Diggs, who is 5'9", hears a lot of pushback about his size.
I'm going to prove a lot of people wrong, you know. That's just my mentality. That's how I've been my whole life. And you can be 6'1" and soft, so, you know, I'm 5'9", and, you know, I think my film speaks for itself.
Today's pro day was big for projected first-rounder Malcolm Brown. He showed scouts that he could be valuable at multiple positions.
I've proven to him I can play any technique. If you go to my film, every year I've been here, I played nose, 3 technique, in, stand up in, you know, just whatever you want to put me at, I'm going to play. I'm going to check the work.
Brown's family currently gives him his biggest motivation.
You know, I'm not doing this for myself anymore. I got people that's looking for me to provide for them, so it motivates me in that way too. You know, it's just a great game, and they just push it that much more for me.
And running back Malcolm Brown, who is looking for a fresh start, hopes to be a 4-down guy.
I'm going to go into a team and I want to be just a 4-down back. You know, that's something Coach C-Rob taught us, you know, going in first and second down, of course, you're going to run the ball. 3rd down, pass protection and catching the ball at the backfield, and 4th down, being on the special teams. You know, so that's something that I'm going to put my mind to and try to work as hard as I can to get something now.
Taylor Smith, Fox 7 Sports Edge.
Taylor Smith joins us now to tell us more.
Yes, Jake, the River Bandits aren't here just yet. We're still 15 days away from their home opener, but the St. Ambrose University baseball season is well underway. The Bees open their season on the road, playing their first 19 games away from modern Woodman Park. However, St. Ambrose finally returned home last Sunday and beat Robert Morris University, Illinois 8-7. The Bees took the field again on Tuesday, splitting a doubleheader against Purdue University Calumet. You can catch St. Ambrose baseball 7 more times here at modern Woodman Park before their season comes to a close. Taylor Smith down here with Miles Straw after a strong 5-2 Bandits victory. Can you talk about the team's performance tonight and how big this win was? You also had a really good night at the plate, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored and 1 RBI. Can you tell us what was working for you tonight? The River Bandits were aggressive and successful on the base pass against Burlington, swiping 11 bases over 3 games. Quad Cities took 9 bases in the first game and was only caught stealing once the entire series. Kyle Tucker said manager Omar Lopez gives the players full control once they've reached base. Austin soccer fans will get a taste of some MLS soccer this weekend. Could this possibly be a test to see if Austin can become an MLS city? In honor of Military Appreciation Night, the River Bandits showed their thanks by putting on an offensive show for the fans and took Game 1 of the series 7-4.